is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr, complete to Bryant. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looks down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 2nd down. Well, this Raiders and Jets contest is a part of the NFL 100 series. And a little history lesson, back in November of 1968, there was a game between these two teams where the Raiders scored 2 touchdowns in the final minute to win. And actually coverage was broken away from that game on the East Coast to show the movie Heidi. So a lot of the Jets fans missed the Raiders' comeback. Can imagine some saddened faces when they took the rubber bands off their newspapers the next morning on the East Coast. But don't worry, folks. We will not be interrupting this broadcast to show the movie Heidi. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Darnold now to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Darnold from the red zone now. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Curtis Riley. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Here we go, D.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Express. It's just an alpha. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now this time, Carl throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got the 19-yard line.
Young lady. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They'll run again with Cannon. Dances by him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, going for it all. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Call. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Charlie, 64, weak.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd down, Cannon. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Carr going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Raiders.
One down. 180. Mike by 4. Let's go, defense. Let's do it.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Shakes off the sand. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Express.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Down. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Hey, check.
Now Darnold. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and it was a bit of a strange game. To carry them to victory.